welcome back. Zoe, what is this?
It's our vibe check.
Yes, it is.
Indeed. I thought it was a trick question at first. I'd be like,
no. A Zoe-centric vibe check. What do you got for us today?
Oh, I was like, this isn't about me. I wanted to do some hot topics. We'll see if they're hot. They may be cold. We don't know. I read 2 of the list and I was like, oh, this is fine. So hot topics of 2026 so far. So we're a quarter in. We're a quarter in. We're going to do BookTok because we both love to read. Reality TV shows, and I'm sure we'll add our own because you know how the show goes. Pop culture, and that's it. I was trying to think I said worldly news and it got really sad really fast, so I took that off.
Yeah, no thanks.
So we're going to keep it really light and fun.
Yeah, it's not that kind of podcast.
No, we're really not serious on here. Do we just want to go back and forth, or?
Yeah, I
love
going.
I'll start. We'll start with BookTok. Because this first one is kind of, I feel like, controversial. BookTok has turned reading into a trend cycle instead of a hobby.
I agree.
And I do agree, but I don't know what I would do without BookTok either. Because they have, like, I just get so many recommendations. Sometimes it's overwhelming, though, at the same time. But, like, you find new books and new authors and things that, like, you wouldn't, I don't know how else I would find them.
No, I agree. Hey, by the way, where have you been keeping your book recommendations? Because I noticed on our book list you haven't added any.
I have a report on my laptop that I just added on. And then I have a folder in my TikTok of book talks, like book recommendations.
Got it. So now we're keeping...
But I've got an Excel sheet of over like 300 books that are on my TBR.
Got it. So now we're keeping secrets. That's fine.
But no, I do agree that like reading is like in a trend cycle instead of... I think it does turn into a hobby for a lot of people, but I do think people use it to get likes or like interactions with their page. I don't think they're like doing it to genuinely read.
That's fair. The next take is popular tropes are starting, like enemies to lovers, fake dating, morally gray men are starting to feel like copy-paste formulas.
And what about it?
What about it? I think that's true. I don't really have a problem with it.
Nope. I know when I'm reading an enemies to lovers or morally gray men, I know what I'm getting myself into, and that's why I'm here. That's why I downloaded the book.
Yeah. I love it actually even better if the woman is the one morally gray.
Oh.
There's been a couple series that I've read where, like, she's the villain and he's the good guy, and then, you know, it's enemies to lovers. I'm a sucker for an enemies to lovers.
Yeah. No friends to lovers over here.
Too boring. Too boring.
Nah, not for me. I love a fake dating situation or like a marriage of convenience. No pregnancy tropes either. That does, If I read in the description, pregnant, I'm out. It could be the world's best book. You've lost me.
Okay, now what about A Court of Silver and Flames? Farrah's pregnant?
That's not a pregnancy trope.
I don't know what that is. Is that where you want a pregnant woman or a man?
No, like, so, I have a book right here. That would be like the main character in this book is pregnant or has become pregnant very early on, and that is like a center theme.
Pass.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't mind popular tropes being a copy and paste. Like, are there books where I'm like, I feel like I just read this? Yes. That's on me. Would I still probably rank it pretty high? Yeah. On me.
I'm a big enemies to lovers. Even better, enemies to friends to lovers. Like Hunt and Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
Still think their relationship might be a little bit better than Reese and Farrah's.
I agree. Hunt gets so much flack for no reason, in my opinion.
I don't think he gets enough attention. Why are we not talking about this man more?
True.
Just saying.
I also love a mafia romance, and those are legit copy-paste, but I just eat it up.
Can't say I've ever read one.
Oh.
Is that where a gun is used as a thing?
In one of them, that was not for me. Haunting Adeline, I did read the book. Did not like it.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of, I've probably read 5 mafia romances where that happens. Out of the 100 I've read, most of them are just like you look at her, you die, you touch her, you die.
Well, yeah, I mean,
everyone.
In every instance.
I hate everyone but you. Like,
I love that trope. I feel like we low-key live that trope a little bit.
We do.
We do.
Because I don't think people, like, on initial meeting would describe our partners as welcoming.
I think they would. I don't know. I feel like mine can put on a sales face, and he's very likable. But like
people
to
think
me, he doesn't really like you at first.
Yeah.
Not in like the way you. Yeah.
No, I understand.
You get what I'm saying.
We do kind of live that trope.
We do. I'm here for it.
Okay. Next one is fast reads are replacing well-written books. People are more about finishing than enjoying.
Can't relate to that. Have y'all seen fucking Crescent City?
Literally any ACOTAR book, not a fast read.
No. I got literally the whole Throne of Glass one right here in front of me, and it's 1, 2, 3, 8 books.
I actually don't prefer, like, I like a standalone kind of series. I'll still read every book in the series, but I like that you don't have to, like, follow in order. But, like, I don't really enjoy reading books under, like, 300 or 400 pages. Like, there's just not enough detail for me to enjoy it.
No, I agree. One of the first series I read on my Kindle was, it felt very fast-paced. And I think they were just trying to break up a really long story into 3 parts. Because I remember seeing some quote on Instagram, and it was the whole reason.
Oh my god, I remember you telling me about this.
And it wasn't until the end of the 3rd book that it finally had it. And I was like, what the heck?
You were pissed off.
I was like, I read so much for this one tiny scene. I mean, it's a good series. I'm actually now reading the next one, because the next one just came out. But okay. I don't like it as much because it's not about those 2 main characters. It's kind of like Court of Silver Flames. Now it's the main character's sister.
Oh, okay.
And that I can already tell is going to be best friend of Still Lovers. So I haven't picked it up in a couple months.
Ugh, nasty. Okay, but no, this is a hot take.
Yeah. Not best friends to lovers. It's you're my older brother's good friend who's always taking care of me to lovers. Meh.
Sometimes that hits. I like what is it? Like, ex-boyfriend's best friend trope. That's fun sometimes. Especially when, like, the ex-boyfriend's, like, being a complete dick.
Ooh.
And then she gets with his best friend, or, like, the best friend gets with her. I love that.
Forbidden love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Star-crossed lovers. Any of that. I'm here for. Speaking of which, were you Team Peter or Team Gale?
Growing up, Team Gale. Just like growing up, I was Team Jacob. And then when my adolescent mind developed a little bit more, I'm like, what am I thinking? And then I switched to Edward and Peeta very quickly.
Yeah, that checks. I was just curious.
Gale just looked so good. How could you not? Like, hello?
No, really. How Liam Hemsworth, terrible person, I think. I mean, we don't know him personally, but, like, gives off not great person vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful face.
Gorgeous.
So upsetting. Okay. So you said fast reads.
Yeah.
Annotated books look pretty, but most annotations are just highlighting obvious lines.
I agree. I agree!
And you do this, bitch!
I do annotate my books, yes. But when I'm on my Kindle, I do turn off, there's like a feature of like, it recommends or like shows you what other things or what other pages or sections people have highlighted. I was like, no, I'm just gonna highlight what I like. And it's usually dialogue or spicy scenes, shit like that. Like, or if I'm like, I'm gonna come back to this because I have a prediction. Like, this is the moment where I'm like, oh my god, it's actually, and I'm like, masterminding.
Do you actually go back and look at them? Because I don't see the point.
Now I found out you can pin things on your Kindle. So, like, this book I'm reading right now, and I was like, oh my god, this is what's happening. I pinned it. So, if I'm right, I can go back to see at what point I knew I was right.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm not always right, but like I think that I'm a pretty good feeling about this one.
Okay, your turn.
But no, I do think physically annotated books, yes, I highlight things, and yeah, it's like, oh my god, he kissed me. Yeah, it is, okay? I'm just a girl. But like, I'm not putting tabs in there, and there's not different color highlighters, like, it's a straight pen or it's a straight highlighter, like, it's nothing crazy.
I just think it's so stupid. Like, I remember having to do that when we were in high school, and it was like, are you fucking? Like, it's so, I don't know, it's so dumb to me. I don't know why. I can't get behind it.
That's fair. But like, any line that makes me like giggle or like kick my feet, I'm like, yeah, I'm highlighting this.
You do you. Not me. I'll full pages if I want to come back, like, Court of Mr. Fury, chapter 54. Folded.
The girl's been folded many, many times.
But I don't need to go back and highlight it, like, if I know where it is.
Just highlighting the whole page.
The whole page. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna skip the one about indie authors, because I don't really know. Book covers matter more than the plot. If it's not aesthetic, it's not selling. I do judge a book by its cover.
I honestly, on the Kindle, you can't even see the covers half the time, so I don't care.
That's fair. But if I'm like in Barnes & Noble, or like if I see people recommending books on TikTok, I'm like, that cover does not look like it's for me.
I will say, I wish I bought different covers of books that I love. But that's the extent, like, and then obviously if I'm in a bookstore, like, and something catches my attention, yeah, the cover got me. But I'm not gonna not read something that I think is good because I think the cover's ugly.
Same.
So.
No, the most it's gonna do is stop me from picking up a book because the cover's not interesting enough, or, yeah, it's just not interesting enough. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, this one. Fantasy books are getting too complex for casual readers. Romantasy is winning because it's easier to follow. I do agree that they're getting very complex. Like, I remember when I first started reading Crescent City, I was so confused on all the different
9,000 characters and species.
And where everything was, even though there's a map. I don't usually go back and reference it unless I'm really that confused. But I don't think it's winning because it's easier to follow.
No.
I think people are just, I mean, it's a reading, we agreed, it's a trend right now. I just think people want some happiness in their lives. What's
people
wrong?
Want love and, like, these men that are written by women.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think, okay, I would love whoever thinks it's easy to follow Romantasy to start reading fucking Crescent City. Good luck.
Yeah, okay, not easy. You're gonna need, like, the fucking lines on your wall and...
Yeah, trying to figure out what breed that person is, what breed this person is, like, where they are at. Oh my god. Too much.
You can't really look anything up. Like, you can't look at visuals of them because they're gonna spoil it for yourself, so you're having to just imagine all these people, and then you finally look at what they look like, and you're like, what the fuck?
Going on TikTok when I'm trying to figure out what a character looks like, completely different from what's in my brain.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's because, like, sometimes when I'm reading descriptors, I'm only looking for keywords, so I'm not noticing, like, specific skin colors, ethnicities, like, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm the exact same way. I'm just kind of glossing over. I'm gonna paint whatever picture I want of this man in my head.
No, for real. I might remember, like, one small thing about him, but yeah. I'm visualizing him.
This next one is, Court of Thorns and Roses, is still dominating conversations, but the new series isn't hitting the same way. I don't know what they mean about the newer series.
I think it just means newer series. I don't know. Probably Crescent City. Isn't that the newest one?
I guess. It's just they're just so large.
Honestly, I think they're hitting I think Sarah J. Maas's books are hitting just the same. Straight.
I know people love Throne of Glass, so I know they're not talking about that.
I'm reading the first one right now, and I love it. I'm already invested. But I know I'm gonna get my heart broken in a couple books, so I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
No, I think Sarah J. Maas is hitting just the same. All 3 series so far, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
For other romantasy books, oh, maybe you're just not as good of writers yet.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
It's really hard to build a fantasy world, I can imagine. Like, and have everything connect back, because there are so many, especially because it's going to be so scrutinized by people, or like looked at by so many people, and people are going to catch little things you do, like, why didn't you close this gap, or like, what was the purpose of saying this? Like, you are creating a whole universe and world. And then Sarah J. Maas's case, where people get addicted and sucked into it. So like, she is under a lot of scrutiny, I would feel like.
Yeah.
Like, pressure's on, especially now.
Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like, they all have huge plot holes that are still being, I don't know if Lord of the Rings is still being written, but I know, like, Game of Thrones is still being written, and the other one that I said is, so...
I wonder if, like, writers, because there's been, like, a gap, especially, like, I'm just going to keep referring to Sarah J. Maas, there's been a gap between when she released A Court of Silver Flames, and there's been a lot of opinions and things about it. I wonder if that changed any of the storylines or paths that she kind of went down. You know? Like, I wonder if that had any influence on, like, maybe I shouldn't do XYZ, or like, oh, maybe this is a good idea, let me...
I think, I don't know, maybe, I know people talk about a redemption arc for Tamlin all the time. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
And it's also interesting for her, to hear her say that, like, Rhysand was never a plan. He just kind of walked right into the story. So in my head, it's like, girl, were you writing about this man knowing he was going to be a villain, though? Because he's love interest number 1. I was committed to the bit.
Yeah.
Until Under the Mountain stuff happened. So it's like, how are, like, when she goes back and looks at that series, she has to be like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. So I think that could have changed the way she writes things. So I don't know.
Just a thought.
A good one. People say they want unique plots, but still only read what's trending. Well, how are we supposed to know about it?
And I want the same plot. I want a dark romance. I want enemies to lovers. Like, I'm looking for the same plot. What do you mean? I don't want a unique plot. You would have a unique take to the plot, but I want it to be the same. You know?
I agree.
I'm not looking for a unique plot. I'm literally typing in TikTok, enemies to lovers books. Dark romance. Yeah, I'm not looking for
books similar to Avatar.
Okay, audiobooks are making people consume more books but retain less.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would listen to my audiobooks in like 0.125 speed.
I listened to the prequel of the Bridgerton series, and, like, that was good. But, like, if you put a gun to my head and asked me to explain the plot of all 5 of them, I could maybe do 3.
Fair. Because, like, with audiobooks, you're doing other things. You're not, like, a physical, but you're not locked down to it.
Oh, there's been like, I've done things while on the phone with people that I completely don't even remember doing, or have, like, blank spots in my mind, in my memory, because I'm distracted talking on the phone. So 100%, I'm not remembering what I'm fucking hearing.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time I lost my car for, like, 2 hours in a parking garage?
Yeah, because you couldn't figure out how to get down to it.
No, because I didn't know where it was, because I was talking on my phone when I entered the parking garage.
Oh, no.
That's why I couldn't remember where I parked it, is because I was so distracted while parking. I was just doing it out of habit. Okay. Not every book needs a sequel. Dual series trilogies are being stretched for profit. I think you're a very good writer. You could stretch anything into 3 books.
I don't know if I've read... You know what? No, that would be a total lie. I just read a book that I didn't know was a series, and I read the first one, and I was like, I'm not interested in reading the second or third one. Like, I read the first, like, 2 or 3 chapters. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I can't even remember what it was called. It's in my, like, what I've read list. I literally put did not finish series. But that would be the only exception. Everything else, I've never been like, oh, this shouldn't have been like a 3 book part. Like,
I feel like book 1 should be for building, like character building and world building and plot. And then at the end of book 1, there needs to be a problem. And that's what book 2 is about, is solution. Minimum.
yeah.
Like, I remember when we read The Midnight Library, and I don't know why, that book really just didn't do much for me, but
I really enjoyed that.
like, this is it. Okay.
I liked that book. One of the very few
like,
non-fantasy books, or like, yeah, non-fantasy books that I've read.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn.
Now we're moving on to reality TV, which we've got a lot to say about reality TV. Shocker. Love Island, I'm just gonna blanket it. Love Island contestants care more about followers than relationships. Yeah, no shit.
I would say that goes for the Bachelor and Bachelorette at this point, because I know that gets brought up later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially nowadays, like, because most of the people that go on, they say their job is an influencer.
Yeah.
Or they're in marketing.
Right. Or promotion.
Product manager. Like, they're doing something to get their own personal brand out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. You do you. But
you're not here for the right reasons.
Okay, Miss Love.
Okay. Villains are necessary. Without them, shows are boring. I kind of agree.
Agree. We witnessed that firsthand with Mormon Wives. Even the villain arc was getting so fucking boring.
Bro. Marciano. So I started watching, for everyone else, because Zoe already knows this, I started watching Vanderpump Villa. Literally hated that man episode 1. I'm like, why? I know he's made it 3 seasons. How? And they're pulling him into other TV shows. This man is a villain. He's not even attractive. He's just so stupid. I don't get it.
I don't get it, but I do agree that villains are necessary.
Sometimes I just wish, like, especially for the Bachelor, Bachelorette, there was, like, a little caption or something at the bottom whenever they do the rose ceremony and they end up keeping somebody who's absolutely insane, and it just says at the bottom, like, producers made the decision this person needed to continue on. Because for the plot. Because I just want to believe that these people are so much smarter in their choices than they seem to be.
Yeah. But it's for the plot.
Yeah.
We also, anybody, if you produce reality shows and you're watching this, please take our idea. But we want real-time receipts. When somebody says something that we know isn't correct, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You just, like, popped out for a second. When somebody says something that's not correct, roll the fucking footage that we know you got right then, right now.
Roll the tape. Roll the tape. Playback.
I want, actually, falls like they're doing with, like, political debates and stuff. They're like, actually, that's incorrect. Here's why. Show me. I know they're incorrect.
I want it to be like football, where we're the referees. I want to see what was said.
A review.
I also would like another screen in the corner so we can see producers' faces. Because I need to know, are these people stone cold, or are they having reactions like you and I are when we're watching this shit?
Is my yeah, because you said the one about villains.
Reunion episodes are... Wait. Didn't you say one just now?
No.
Oh.
You want to read it?
Reunion episodes are better than the actual seasons. I disagree.
Sometimes I agree. I love a reunion because there's so much drama.
I like the Women Tell All. But I guess the style of reunion that they do for Mom Talk, I don't love. I don't know why. It just seems so boring.
It's not long enough to me. Like, we don't really unpack anything.
Yeah.
Watch a Real Housewives reunion. That shit is just chaotic. Again, we need live receipts during that time as well. Because, like, they'll say shit, even though they've watched the season or whatever, they'll say shit that we all know isn't true. Play the tapes. Play the footage.
Roll it back.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Girls in quotes, and boys, disgusting. Branding on shows is mostly performative. And I agree.
I don't even know what a boy is. Like,
yeah, I've never heard that phrase. But I, because when girls are like, I'm a girl's girl, they're the bitchiest one in the whole group.
I don't know if I'm a girl's girl. I probably am less of a girl's girl than I should be, just because regardless of your gender, I'm gonna tell you when you're being fucking dumb.
I think I'm a girl's girl. But I wouldn't say that. Like, like, my actions would prove that I'm a girl's girl. Like, I would stand behind, like, women and, like, support them right and wrongs. But I wouldn't, like, put, like, if I went on a reality TV show, like, I'm a girl's girl. Like, that's an instant, like, no, you're not.
Yeah, I don't think I'd say it either. I feel like it's almost the equivalent of a guy saying that they're like what is it? I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're actually the worst.
Red flag.
Yeah. The best reality TV moments are always unscripted, uncomfortable, and slightly messy. Yeah.
Duh.
That's why I'm watching.
Yes, that's life, babe.
Yeah. Don't need to elaborate on that one further.
The next one is dating shows don't create love anymore. They create influencers with shared trauma. And sometimes shared trauma is the best way to bond. Okay?
Also a trope.
We love a little shared trauma.
I agree. Competition shows are more interesting than dating shows right now. I agree, actually.
Yeah. I like that. Higher stakes. Like it says, less fake emotion. I would agree.
Although I do feel like they're changing. So, like, I was watching Fear Factor, Fear House, and, like, that's what they're doing now. Is it's kind of like their Fear Factor, Fear House is they're doing the Fear Factor games, but they're also all staying together.
Almost like Big Brother.
I've never seen it, but probably.
Yeah, because they do challenges and stuff like that in Big Brother.
Yeah. So I think I don't really like that aspect of it. I mean, there's more drama, which is more fun, but
yeah,
it's weird. It makes you wonder what they did beforehand. Were they just, like, locked in their hotel rooms all separately?
Maybe. Probably.
Probably.
Wait, yeah, who did we hear, like, say... Oh, no, we had a guest speaker at work who was on The Amazing Race. I don't know if that show's still going, but she was on The Amazing Race. And she said, they would get to their locations, like, a week before, and they would have to stay in their hotel room a week before, and they couldn't leave. Like, they would literally get, like, a menu slid under their door of what to pick for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They'd just slide it back. They'd leave and they had, like, no phones, nothing, because you can't contact your loved ones. You had, like, a certain number of books, and I'm like, that sounds like hell. But she was like, I was very prepared for COVID. Valid.
Isn't The Amazing Race, like, an athletic thing? How do they train, then, if they're not allowed outside their rooms?
Well, they got athletes, so she was an Olympian. Is an Olympian. And then the dude she was with, I don't know what, he was also some type of athlete.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I agree. They're more interesting.
We're at 30 minutes. Should we save these hot takes for a part 2 of hot takes? Because there are many more topics we can think of.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Keep on coming back for more.
Yeah.
Amber, where can they find you?
You can find me on the Amber Allred of all forms of social media. Zoe, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Zoe Chantal. My TikTok is linked in my bio, and you can find us on literally any platform that you could think of at No Topics, Just Vibes.
Yeah. And we will see you guys next week.